Hey guys, midweek recap. So Monday we did bench with a friend. Worked up to a couple of fun top singles at 140 kilos, so nothing too crazy. Feet up, minimal core engagement, minimal lat retraction, depression, so not optimal setup. So once again, close grip, just getting into position, making it feel comfortable for the shoulders, slowly getting used to that load again. After this, did sets of 8 to 10 on 110 kilos and 120 for one set. This didn't feel too hard, but with the 120, I felt my core engaged about rep 7 onwards. A little bit too much, and it caused a tiny bit of what felt like a strain. So rather than causing any more like setback or anything, I just decided to go back down to 110, which felt fine. And then we had a bit of fun with just 100 kilos after that, just for a couple of sets. So nothing too crazy, just keeping it controlled through the movement, working on the explosive power, getting that load back through there. And within a couple of weeks, we can start using leg drive again, which will be very good. I'm happy to slowly be progressing to that point where I'll be able to hit those heavier weights more regularly. Now, after that, worked on the next phase of what my training was going to be. With this phase, had a fair few focuses. So I'm allowed to start increasing in some areas at a very minimal to slow rate. Now, minimal to slow to me may not be the same for you, though this does not mean it will be my normal slow rate. I will, rather than jumping, let's say by, for example, if I'm working up to like top sets, I sometimes jump up to 20 to 40 kilos a week, depending on where I start, what I'm focusing on, like if it's more reps or if it's more singles, doubles. But yeah, so today I worked up to 160 kilos on deadlifts for sets of 8 to 10. Now, this moved really, really easily. I reduced lockout because I didn't want to put that excess strain through my abdominal and my core. So I hinged to a certain point where I feel enough strain and then put it down. Did about 3-4 sets of this. I was meant to do lunges. I sort of broke my toe on Monday night. Not at the gym. I just had like a little ceramic pot fall down on the joint, so it doesn't seem to be a bad break. Like you can see, it's a bit black and purple. So I'm not going to have to go to the hospital as it's not affecting me too much. It just means I can't do things where I have to put load through that front or ball of the foot, as that causes a lot of pain, and also I can't actually move it at that point. But it is slowly going to be healing over the next, let's say, 4 to 6 weeks, where it will then get a bit better. So I went and did some squats. Squats moved really well. I'm not allowed to load this just because of the core still. So I just did 40 kilos and just moved through the motion. Working on that control, working on core stability in the minimal sense, not allowing shoulders to roll forward and positioning of the bar on my back. Now, obviously this wasn't the optimal way to do it because I am still recovering, so everything's not sort of where it normally is, but this does allow for a bit of load and just to get that movement sort of back into my body and get used to it again. So on Thursday and Friday this week, it will be minimal core days, so there won't be much of the compound type movements, more accessories, machines, and just feeling load through different ways and increasing that strength and the tendon strength back to where it was. I know I haven't lost much of it, but enough.